After quite a few weeks, we are now ready to end radio silence. With news, new pranks, and an insight into the lives of very interesting persons, we bring you Studi058 Season 2. Our first guest for this week is Lars Korf, a DJ well known for his work at the Clubber. Let us begin. So welcome everyone again to this new season of Studi058. My name is Yannick Martinborough and I'm joined today by my awesome guest, Mr. Lars.
Hello.
Nice. He's the DJ from the Clubber. You guys might know him from Influenza.
Yeah, that's true. That's a monthly party we do in the Clubber.
Nice, nice. So tell me, what made you decide to join us here today?
Well, you asked me, and I was pretty motivated to do that with you. So in the end, that's why I'm sitting here.
Awesome. So, at least you took the time out to join us today. It's like we could talk about what you have to bring to us.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, anything new has interested you in the past month or will be of interest for you in the coming months?
I would really like to know what I will be interested in the future, but I don't know it. I'm sorry.
That's true. It's
but
hard
at the moment, I'm very interested in nature because spring is coming up.
Okay. It's very hard to see what you like, but we have a very special item here today to show you basically what's new is going to come, what has happened, anything of interest that, you know, students our age or anyone might be interested in. So let's put the item. Greetings, one and all. It is I, Yannick Martinborough again, your omnipresent host. That's gonna be hard to explain. Anyways, I'm here today to give you awesome stuff that I think you might like. The Winter Olympics came to a close just last week, and I didn't really care much about it. However, I knew just a few of you might. So here are the results. Since recording this in the Netherlands and my nationality is Dutch, I decided not just to mention the top 3, but also the top 5. And guess what? Netherlands is number 5, yeah! To be fair, out of a list of 26, they came in a pretty good spot. Here are the official standings. Russia won in their homeland, taking home 3 medals, 13 of which were gold. The Netherlands walked home with a total of 8 medals, 24 in total. Sorry Germans, you came in 6th. Sorry. From sports, we go to gaming news. And oh my god, Titanfall on PC, March 11th. Xbox One and 360 as well, but Titanfall, you got mechs, parkour, all the awesome stuff, and I'm just really excited for this game. Hopefully that turns out well. Sticking with EA-related titles, we have Need for Speed the movie that's also coming out March. But that one I'm a bit more skeptical for. A lot of people were excited that Aaron Paul was going to be it, talking about Breaking Bad. I only just watched Breaking Bad a few weeks ago, and I can see their point. But now, like them, I can't unsee Jesse Pinkman. Let's take a look into some science stuff. And I got an awesome YouTube channel that really puts fun back into science. It's called Hard Science, and they show you how to change your voice using chemicals, how to walk on eggs, how to ride your bike on cornstarch, and so much more awesome stuff. Even make snow in the summer. I mean, okay, not much people want to do that, but I'll let it slide. And that's it for all the awesome stuff I have for you this week. Join us again in the next few weeks where I'll show you even more awesome stuff that you might be into. I'll see you back at the studio. So now that you've seen a few items that I've put together that might seem interesting in the coming months, is there anything that interests you in particular?
Well, I would say the graphics of the video game. I'm not too much into video games, but I really realized the development of the graphics. I really didn't expect it to be that natural, I have to say.
Yeah, I must say they did a pretty good job. This is for next-gen experience, so they consider it. I found it was really clever how they used like the source engine.
So what's an engine?
Oh, well, in video games, I guess, you can basically say is how they develop or build the game and its environments.
Okay.
So it's just like a building tool, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was really impressed with the game because I thought the mechanics and stuff it's new. I mean, your first-person shooter game, parkour, and then mechs. Mm-hmm. I think that's awesome. What do you think about the Need for Speed movie? I thought it was kind of a
B movie.
A bit. I would say that really.
It's kind of the first time I saw the trailer, it gave me an awful vibe, similar to how you got when you saw the trailer. Yeah, people were obsessed by the fact that it was with Aaron Paul because his awesome role in Breaking Bad. I only watched Breaking Bad like a few weeks ago, and only then I actually caught on to it. That I get what they're trying to say, but at the same time, I am not really that excited for this movie in particular. Yeah, so speaking of nature, you said nature. What exactly about nature were you interested in earlier?
Have a walk around in nature. That's what I'm interested in. See
walk.
everything grow. But I think most of the people like that. Like just walking around, enjoy what's around you, and getting inspirations. I really get inspirations from nature.
From outside?
I have to say, yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to go outside more. That would be best.
You should. I can take you if you want.
I'll take you up on that.
On my hand.
So, other than that, so you're into science, would you say? Because you can kind of say nature is a bit of science.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's natural in a way.
Of course, I really like the possibilities that you have with science, or the knowledge of science.
So you'll be interested in those awesome YouTube channels with science?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
stuff?
I really like what people do try out. in
Okay.
general.
So, let's say people try to pull a prank on you. That's different. How would you react to that?
Well, that's a spontaneous reaction, and as we all know, you cannot pretend what you're going to do in a spontaneous situation. So I would say, I don't know.
You don't know. Well, we have a item now about a spontaneous prank.
Yeah.
We did mostly just to get people's attention and see how they'll react. Yeah, so let's take a look at that.
I'm excited to see that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey people, my name is Arne,
And I'm Stefan.
and we were walking around at the university today and saw all these students with their pretty stressed faces. So
And so we thought we just wanted to find out how spontaneous they are, and we invited them to a little pillow fight.
So that was a pretty interesting and I would say one of the most spontaneous pranks that I've ever seen being executed, even in a school, for that matter. Have you ever been pranked on?
I couldn't think of anything now, I have to say.
No?
No.
Well, I've definitely been pranked on. It was these weird questions. Random person walked up to me. Well, she wasn't random. She was actually one of the persons who worked in Studi058 previously asked me these weird questions, and it took me by surprise. But I just gave these like blank stares and was like, yeah, next question. I didn't want to answer those weird questions. It was quite weird.
That was the pranks with the questionnaire, right?
The questionnaire.
Okay.
It was funny.
How often do you have sex?
And then like, yeah, and because I knew her and she just approached me and I was like, yeah, how often do you masturbate? So, yeah. Do you know any other pranks?
I know the one with the where they hold hands. You know,
Oh, yeah.
they just walked around and hold hands
random
with
person's
random
hands.
people. Then the one with the costume, yeah. Armin was running around in a study landscape with the costume. I really liked that a lot.
Yeah, that was one of their very elaborate pranks, I would say. I would say that took almost everyone by surprise. But let's get a little serious now. You're a DJ, and we brought you here today to talk about your background, kind of. Has anything new happened in your DJ world? I would say, anything new happened recently? For you?
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, I was focusing on DJing, but right now I'm really getting into producing own music. So
that's nice.
That's a complete new way of doing things. Because when you DJ, you play those tracks that other people have produced. But when you produce your own tracks, it's something completely else. So that's a new thing that happens to me right now.
Any recent parties that you've done?
Yeah, on Saturday there was the Influencer in the Gloppe.
Oh, nice.
And in 4 weeks there's Soleil coming, a very, very nice DJ. I'm a big fan of him.
So you're excited?
That's on the
for that.
28th of March, yeah. I'm excited.
Quite some time to wait.
I'm gonna play there as well.
Okay. So right now we'll show you an item we did with Lars. We actually went to his house and did an interview with him and his background in his mixing, I would say. You say that? Mixing? Or
Yeah.
Mixing audio.
Yeah, like welcome to my crib. And something like this.
Here's the item.
Welcome to my crib.
Here's the item.
What I love about music is that it kind of brings me closer to myself, because feelings that I have inside me are only reachable when experiencing music, and that's what I love about it, that it gives me this energy to believe in. I would say it's something nearly spiritual. That's how I would describe it. But feelings are always hard to describe, so I actually, that's the only thing I know. It brings me closer to myself. The first time I came in contact with mixing music was at an after hour in Cologne, and that was something very special for me, because I just came from a smaller town to Cologne, and then after this party we went to an after hour with like 10 people and a DJ playing music, and like I had a view over Cologne, and I was dancing, and it felt very special and very special, and I was very close to the DJ, so I could see what he does, and I thought, oh yeah, maybe you want to do that as well. Just before I moved to Leeuwarden, I saw at the internet already that there's the influencer happening, and I listened to the music, and it was a bit the same that I liked, and then I wrote a Facebook message to Dennis Jans, the initiator of the influencer, and he invited me to come to his living room, and they were sitting like, it was like an audition a bit. What I like about the Gloppe is that the people going there are very, in my opinion, very open-minded, very alternative, and you can easily get in contact with people, because it's not like different groups, it's more like one thing, and you can easily get into contact with other alternative people and just talk about something that you're very passionate about. You can interact with the crowd and you get a reaction and you can react on it. So it's like partying together. Not only the DJ and the crowd, and they are not connected. I really want to connect the dance floor with the DJ. That it's one party. It's not like the DJ and the crowd. I only wanted to have it in one thing. The party is one thing. When I skip through my tracks and I'm really into the groove at the party, I actually don't see the title of the tracks. I only see the images, and this image automatically kind of creates something in my head, and I know, now it's the right feeling to take, now it's the right moment, to take out this vinyl, and that's why I'm really feeling closely connected to these tracks. From every vinyl I know exactly where and like when I bought it and the feelings that I had at that moment I put into this vinyl, and when I put the vinyl on the turntable again, it kind of feels like being able to share these feelings that I had at that special moment with the people at the party, and this is really a very nice feeling, and it's very unique, and I really appreciate that that I have this possibility, or found this possibility for me. So it's really special to me.
You are the light when darkness takes me. You are the light. You are the light.
So it has been very interesting being at your place, seeing what you do. How did you feel with us being there, essentially?
When you were at my...
Yeah.
Okay. I really liked it. It was very, very fun to have you there, and I really was interested in the cameras you brought. And I just found it very nice to show you what I'm doing.
So you enjoyed like the spotlight for that few minutes?
I enjoyed it.
Us sharing your work and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really nice to portray people in this kind of way. But your like main forte, I would say, is electronic music. I guess for people, I guess you could explain the various types of EDM, electronic dance music, because like a lot of people tend to get that confused. Even I was confused when I first met you, and it's like, what exactly do you do?
Yeah, I know what you mean, because I think many people are confused because everyone sees it differently. So I can only tell you my point of view, and that's actually quite funny because just last weekend I sorted out all my vinyls for different genres, and I will tell you how I see it now. I have minimal, I have house, I have techno, I have undefined, and within minimal, I also have a lot of moods that I divided into. So I don't go with genres that are defined by others. I just mostly have minimal house techno, and then I kind of sort it with moods, like very intense music, very hypnotic, and then open air. Yeah, that's another genre that I have. Open air music, very white soundscapes that you can enjoy when you're outside. So every now and then I sort them out.
Yeah, there's quite a few genres that I'm not familiar with. Open air, that's new. So do you have any idols, I guess? Like any specific person that you look up to or you consider a form of inspiration?
Yeah, I would definitely say Ben Klock.
Ben Klock.
And he's playing techno, and he has a very spontaneous style as well. And he uses techniques that I use as well, so it's always nice to hear him playing playing tracks, because he actually doesn't play tracks and track, but he uses all the tracks as a tool. So in the end, he mixes it all together that it sounds so special, and not really as a track, but a mix of things that he likes. And that's what I think very much that what I want to achieve, really create something new.
Oh, that's nice. It's good to like be innovative, I guess. I think that's the thing that teaches like a lot of studies.
I think he is innovative, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And lastly, I would say, like, how do you feel like when people interact here on you? Have you ever been approached outside of like the club scenes? Just a random question. Kind of.
Yeah, of course I have been approached, but I don't see myself as a star or so. So I just say, oh yeah, nice you like it, and what do you like about it? But I'm not like, yeah, it was so good and everything. So.
Well, I must say it's been really awesome having you on the show
Thank
today.
you very much. Yeah.
We got to discuss a lot, show you like a few pranks, a few news items and stuff. We got to like insult cheesy movies. But yeah, once again, I'll just have to say thanks for being here. It's been a pleasure having you. Yes, and to you guys outside, we'll see you after 2 weeks again for our next episode of Studi058. Leave a comment, see if you like it, like the video, and be sure to share it with all your university friends. Thanks again. Bye. Once again, I would just like to say you should definitely check out Lars' Facebook, SoundCloud accounts for all his music or when he's performing in upcoming shows. Any extra information you would like to find out about him, you could find all that information. We'll have that in the description for you to see. So yeah, enjoy.